In this world of, I'll call it healthcare startups, what are the sort of the big challenges? There may be regulatory issues that a startup needs to overcome. There are market issues. You mentioned scalability issues because some of these tend to be very niche. Um, how would you develop the mindset to remain, in your idea and move it forward?
Yeah. You know, technologies can be broken up into let's different categories, but something called deep tech. Deep tech is where advanced science, engineering, technology research, like going out at IIT or Johns Hopkins, take on hard problem, create a breakthrough out of which a transistor or laser or robot or brain machine interface comes. And there are a lot of practical tech that are consumer level that can be invented and scaled up by anyone. So the deep tech faces exactly the challenge that you mentioned. They are sometimes niche. They are very cutting edge, expensive. So even a company like Meta struggles with getting the virtual reality out as a consumer product. And even one or two generation now, maybe they come up with glass. If you recall, Google came up with what are called Google Glass, but it was ahead of time. Apple came out with, actually, Steve Jobs came out with the iPad-like device, was LCD black and white. It was ahead of its time and didn't succeed until the phone and then iPad became successful. And now maybe these glasses are just beginning to crack. So that is the challenge with deep tech, that sometimes you're a pioneer and you succeed or fail. We see this happening with autonomous cars. We see that with a lot of AI. Medical is a little bit different and adds another layer of complexity. Safety of any medical product, efficacy, does it do what it's supposed to do? Those are the two things that are regulated. FDA, which is a food drug agency in America, which sets the model for the rest of the world, looks for safety and efficacy, and it's harder to prove. You need to do clinical trial to prove that they are safe and effective, and those are costly. So sometimes medical world has its very high level of cost and burden for the sake of safety and efficacy. And it's a part of the process along with everything else, scalability, economics, all of that. And again, that is entrepreneurship is just that. You overcome these problems. And if it is a barrier to entry, right, that's an opportunity, actually, when you think about it, because a lot of people will get deterred. But so once you crack through that, there are few companies who can make a pacemaker for the heart, or now there is similar for the brain to treat Parkinson. But once you cracked it, you are in that unique world. And India doesn't have those kind of biomedical engineering oriented medical device and the companies in a scale that the world has. And again, when I think of India, everybody's thinking about vaccines and drugs and all of that. Where is the medical device industry of the comparable nature?
Yes.
Maybe that's the opportunity, right? I mean, because if you go down the same path, you're part of the crowd holding a mediocre job
Yes.
and competing for low level drug clones and so on. Or you can pioneer some technology that your entrepreneurship can break through and could be useful for India in one way or for the worldwide use. I think that's the innovation and entrepreneurship.